Welcome! You may have been watching the news and getting worried. 2020 was really something, but it seems like 2021 started even worse than 2020 did. This can make picking a good investment very difficult. Today, I'm here to share with you 4 great reasons you should own silver in 2021. My goal is to share what I know and get the best possible information I have to you. The information in this presentation is factual and taken from publicly available sources. It is not advice. Any opinions expressed here are for the purpose of sharing a point of view for educational purposes. If anyone should act on any of this information, it is solely their own responsibility. Do your due diligence and research before making any investment of any kind, whatever that investment may be. Please like, share, and subscribe, and click the notification bell to stay up to date. I'm going to cover who owns silver, why its price is expected to go up, how it has performed historically, and that it is highly liquid. Who owns silver? SLV is the largest ETF of physical silver traded on the New York Stock Exchange. It is a way for investors to gain price exposure to silver that is easy to buy and sell and turn into cash, and trades at a discount to the spot market. They own 574 million ounces of physical silver and buy and sell additional silver in accordance with buying and selling shares of the fund. The top 10 holders of the fund are a Swiss bank, a trading company, a hedge fund, a bank, an investment bank, a bank, another bank, an investment management company, a hedge fund and market maker, and a mutual fund. If you ask Google which company owns the most silver, it is likely to say JP Morgan. Banks and wealthy investment companies are in the business of making money. They like to hold things that will either increase in value or store value. Since silver is a useful and scarce metal, it can be stored until a later time for use, and storing that potential use for later is a store of value. Large institutions such as JP Morgan Chase, who has nearly $6 trillion in assets under management, own physical silver because it is valuable and easy to sell when they need cash. Why silver is expected to go up in price. About 61% of the world's silver in 2019 was used for industrial applications, including 9.6% for solar panels, and this is because the standard solar panel contains 20 grams of silver. Silver bought for investment purposes was about 22% in 2019. When compared to gold, 44% produced in 2019 was bought by investors and central banks. That's twice as much investment in gold as in silver, but that makes silver a great investment opportunity. The global production of silver is around 25,000 to 27,000 metric tons per year. The global total production of gold is around 3,300 metric tons per year. That means, for the last 15 years, there was 8 to 9 times as much silver produced as gold. One would think that because of this, gold should not be much more in price than perhaps 10 to 20 times as much as the price of silver. But if we look at the gold to silver ratio, which is the price of gold divided by the price of silver, we can see that silver is not even being close to how expensive that would actually be. As of January 25th, 2021, gold was 73 times the price of silver. If the prices were more correlated with annual production, perhaps if gold were only 20 times as expensive as silver, then that would make silver over $92 per ounce. This discrepancy between price and production suggests that there are good, strong fundamentals that investors are not currently pricing in. When we add the backdrop of increasing M1 money stock, which is roughly all of the currency in circulation, US dollars, then we can expect the price of silver to rise as the money supply continues to increase. Historical performance. From the beginning of the 21st century, silver has been consistently competitive in nominal terms with the S&P 500. If you had invested in the S&P 500 20 years ago, you would have bought a share and made maybe 192% return on investment. But if you had bought silver, you would have made 453% return on investment. Although silver can be more volatile at times, it is a great way to own something of comparable value that you can physically hold, and its historical performance is underappreciated. People used to say that the demand for silver would decrease because of the advent of digital cameras, and because a lot of the industrial demand was because of use of film and photography. But that demand has shifted to solar panels, 5G, and electric vehicles, which all need silver. Since the US government has been subsidizing green sources of energy, $76 billion over the last decade, they have inadvertently been driving the demand for silver higher. High liquidity. One attractive reason to own silver is that it is easy to sell once you already have it. Silver has high liquidity, or ease with which an asset or security can be converted into ready cash without affecting its market price. That means you can sell it easily for the live price that you see on the ticker. Let's look at 3 ways we can turn investment silver into cash. If you want to invest in silver through the Physical Metal Exchange Traded Fund, SLV, then you would buy it and sell it like any other asset, security, or any asset on your brokerage account. There were almost 22 million shares bought and sold on January 25th, 2021, and its trading volume is normally very high, so selling this for the market price is actually quite easy. Since it is bought and sold like a stock on popular trading platforms, getting the cash would work similarly, and this has very high liquidity. If you want to buy physical silver coins and bullion, then when you want to sell it, you will need a buyer. Many well-known online bullion dealers such as SD Bullion will be happy to buy your silver or other precious metal coins or bullion from you. You can typically get the market price. If you want to sell your silver, you can call them up, they'll give you a shipping label, you ship your package, and then they pay you when they receive and approve it. It's pretty easy. This is not a paid endorsement for them, I'm simply trying to convey information. If you don't feel comfortable selling online, you can go to a local coin shop. My favorite is the Happy Coin. I like the owner, Chris. He's a pretty nice guy and pretty reasonable, very friendly. His prices are also pretty good too. If you sell to him or any coin shop, you're going to get the market price and they will pay you by check. If you want more information about the Happy Coin, a quick Google search will do the trick. One of the advantages that silver has is that it is a physical asset that you can hold and keep yourself however you choose. To understand its liquidity, we should compare it to another physical asset that investors historically referred to as a safe investment, such as real estate. Real estate is a physical asset that has intrinsic value, but it lacks liquidity the way that silver does. If you are selling real estate for cash, it takes 2 weeks to process the transaction for an all-cash buyer, and it takes at least 30 days if the buyer is financing, and that's after you already find a buyer, and that does not count the time that it takes to find one. Needing only 3 to 5 days to turn silver into cash is far less time than the 15 to 30 minimum days that you would need to turn real estate into cash. This liquidity and value is an advantage held by silver and other precious metals. That is why banks and governments hold reserves in both gold and silver. I hope this was informative. Please be sure to check back in the future for more videos like this. Thank you for watching.